Welcome. I'm T, and this is the Unguided Life where I am taking it one day at a time, bringing guys along for the journey to hold me accountable as I budget my way through life. Okay, so we need to do a debt update. This is for the month of May, so I've already pre-filled as much as I can out. So let's get into it. So I list all of the debts I've had from when I started this journey back in January of 2020. And I listen just as a reminder how far I've come, as well as to remind me of how much I owe or how much the highest amount I owed. Okay. So for when it comes to the medical bill, this was for Papa. And I actually paid this off in April of 2020. Then for taxes state, this is principal only. This was 6/20/20. So I've taken out several student loans. I have taken out several student loans, but I took out several 401k loans. The first one I was able to pay off in September of 2020. And I'll link the video where I get into detail about these numbers. This medical loan was a consolidation of bills that I had accumulated the year before, and I was still paying. And so because it was based on the market, the interest, I was so ready to get rid of this, especially the fact that the pandemic came and the interest was low. So I took advantage of that by paying as much as I can until it was completely paid off. The next 401k loan that I actually paid off was in March of 2021. The next one was in April of 2021. All of these was courtesy of me doing my side income, chapter 13. So I was in bankruptcy and I was discharged in August, but I made my last payment in June of 2021. So now and also taxes. So I had some penalties and interest gone to collections that I didn't know because I was misinformed about when I paid off the principal that there were 2 years that weren't included. The interest and penalty wasn't included and I should have paid it off, but nobody told me. But when they sent it to me, I was like, let me pay this off. So they end up waiving one penalty and I paid a penalty and interest, and I did that in March of this year. So this is the first debt I paid off of the year. First debt I received and actually paid off right away. So let's go into the active debt. So I have car loan and I have student loans. My student loans are broken into categories: federally backed and federally direct. The federally backed ones simply are loans that was taken out from a third party that they contract with the government, and they said, if this person defaults, y'all have to pay us back. I never defaulted, so they always stayed in the third party loop. And yeah, I have to pay those off because they're not in forbearance. They weren't covered in the first forbearance. They wasn't covered in the second one, even though these type of loans were, because I've never defaulted on it. So that's why I list them separately, because I'm paying on one now and not the other. So the minimum for my car loan is $228. The minimum for this student loan is $74, and the minimum for student loan E is $366. So that gives us a total of $668. Okay. So when it talks about the old balance, this is from April when I did the last check-in. The old balance for the car was $7,376. For student loan D, it was $23,172. For my student loans E, it was $141,397. And that gave us a grand total of $171,000. Look at me. 171,300 and nope, 945. It is a tongue twister saying all those numbers. I always get caught up, but 171,945,000. Okay. So the amount paid for my car loan, I was able to put towards my car loan $688. No, I didn't. This is get all of this messed up. I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to be right back. We are back. And I went ahead and whited out off camera, so I wouldn't shake the table too much, because I did change the tripod that I'm using, and this one is it's not as sturdy. But let's get back to it. So the amount that I actually paid towards my car loan is $506. The amount I paid to the student loans is $74. And student loan E, I didn't pay anything towards it because it's in forbearance. So the total I paid towards these type of debts is $580. So the balances for the car loan, the balance ended at $6,911. For student loan D, it was $23,158. For student loan E, it was $141,397. Let's add all of that up. And yeah, let's put some signs in between the two. Okay, so that's $171,466. Okay. So to find out the difference, you simply take the old balance and you're going to minus the new balance. And this is how much went towards principal, $465. I do the same thing here. And we're not going to see too much a difference with this. Let's do that again. We're not going to see that much of a difference with this because I'm not paying any extra. So the amount that I'm paying, by the time the next month comes, the interest is eating that up. So that's why it's important for me to go ahead and get this car out the way so I can throw extra towards this as well. Let's see what we have next. Here is, this is 0. Because we're not making any payments. So $465 and $14, that's $479. And I forgot to mention, I think I did in the other one, I got this debt payoff tracker from Leslie with the mother plan. It's been working for me. I'm going to continue to use it because it's simple. Okay, this month's debt paid, and that comes from this number here, that's $479. Last month the total debt that I paid was $23,330, and I just add the 470. Yeah, 23,330, and I just add the 479, and that gives us $23,809. This month's interest, and we just take the amount that I paid minus the difference of 479. That's 101. Last month total was 1161, so we're just going to add 1161, and that's give us 1,262. This is the interest I've paid so far since October 23rd of 2021. The starting debt balance is $195,275. That is how much debt that I've had, okay, when I started this journey. And the new debt balance, which is this, is $171,466. And to check our numbers, what I usually do is I just take the starting debt balance and I minus the new debt balance, and that gives us this amount. So I know that we're on the right track. Another thing that I do is I have an amortization schedule, and I use this so I can see exactly where I'm at in regards to paying off this vehicle in real time, how far I got to go. So the balance was $6,911. So we simply just highlight this one. So we made 1, 2, and 3 is where we at. Well, not really, because we're at 6,911. So we're a little bit under here. So I'm just going to write 6,911. I'm going to put 5. Usually I don't do that, but I did it so quick. Today is the 17th. So based on this, I'm actually in year 4 of paying my car off. So yeah, that is a good accomplishment, y'all. Additionally, I do have the, I don't know what this other thing is. Oh, I'm like, what is that? I do have this debt-free charts that I've been using. What color do we want to use? What color do we want to use? Let's use purple. Why use purple for next month? Let's use like a purplish color. What this says, primrose. Okay, so I have a quick announcement. I decided to throw it in here because y'all have started messing up. I'll explain later. But thank you guys for coming along on this journey with me thus far. But it is time that I take a break. Okay, so officially June will be the break itself, but I will not be recording, editing, uploading past Sunday. So yeah, see you in July. Let's get back to this video and close it out. Okay, I'm back. And yes, I did mess it up. So last time I only went to here because it wasn't enough to get to this mark here. So I should have stopped right here, but I just did the calculation wrong. So I got 2 happy. I'm like, why I'm going so far up? And usually I do two at a time. At the most, sometimes, as you can see, I was able to do 4. So 2 is kind of like the number for me. Yeah, I messed it up. But we'll be fine. By the time y'all see this next month, those will be colored in anyway, so we don't have to worry about it. So this is where we at. This is my May debt update. Okay. It is so great that my mindset around money has changed, around debt has changed. I've come a long way. And if you struggle, use this as motivation. Look at my numbers. Look, I'm not being discouraged. I don't compare myself to others' journey. I am running my own race, okay? All right, y'all. In the meantime, in between time, peace.